A very good morning and welcome to Smart Men's Business. Today is a Friday, the very last day of the week. I say that, you people, as you are planning to set off from home and get to work, and this is the day people actually do short term at work. Before they're leaving work, they're wrapping up, they're getting excited all for the weekend. But of course, don't forget that we are here, Smart Men's Business, your daily Kickstarter, to give you information that you need, that you missed out, all through from Monday to Friday. Maseket Sime, Andrew Bariji, and Godwin are always here to give you what you think is necessary in terms of business. But don't forget that we are proudly brought to you by Zabo. And of course, if you want to invest in government bonds and securities, you can reach out to Zabo and invest as low as 50,000 Ghana shillings. That is the lowest you can go for. Even if you have a smartphone, if you have a button phone, Zabo says you can reach out to them if you dial *292#. That is the USSD Gold. You can learn about the product, or you can go straight to the bonds themselves. Anyway, like I told you, if you want to invest in bonds and securities, you can go as low as 15,000 Uganda shillings. That is the lowest you can go for. So imagine you have your money and you're stuck with it. Please, Zabo says, your money, your future. And of course, they are powered by Alltech East Africa, telling you to do something new. And of course, opening time for Zabo is 8:15 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Today is the last day for you to trade and do your business with Zabo. And of course, talking today is a Friday, and of course, everything goes down at the end of the day from 6 till Sunday morning. People are rowdy, people are excited, because it's a weekend. Yeah. But of course, it's coincidental that today we're talking about the night economy that happens within Africa, East Africa, and of course, especially in Uganda. The night economy is actually progressing. If you come to think of it, today being a Friday, everyone has plans after work. Everyone has plans. It's either I'm going to go out for live band, or I'm going to go out to Chadondo and watch maybe a rugby, or maybe eat out or drink a beer or two. So it's a lot that comes when we talk about the night economy in Uganda. Actually, let me tell you, if you ever want to know how much people make, go in the night. People make a lot of money in the night. Why? Because we are active. We are like mosquitoes, actually. We are very active in the night. So imagine from street food to bars to restaurants to beaches. Kampala itself is a center where everything rotates. The enjoyment is within the city center. Wait for it. If you think I'm lying, wait for today. Wait for today. Everyone has a plot. Even around here, everyone is like, oh, today is a Friday. I need to go somewhere and relax, so that by tomorrow morning, let me tell you, by the way, the people actually, they go home the next morning on Saturday, on a Friday, because they want to kill the exhaustion they've had over the week, and therefore the night economy is actually growing. And we see in the day, during the day, people are busy, they're making money to spend for the weekend, for the night. So, but of course, away from that, there is something that is really good about the night economy. Why? Because if you come to think of it, people that sell us street food work in the night. During the day, people are busy out in the restaurants eating local food, but then someone comes from work at 8 p.m. and they are really tired, and what they want to do is just access the nearest food station or the nearest kanyama they want to eat. So definitely, for the night economy, people make money. Oh my goodness, for the shoes. Have you seen clothes being sold over the night? Oh my goodness, it's insane. People are lined up, the shoes, the clothing are there, people are buying. It's even funny how you may buy something and you don't know until you reach home and put on the lights and you find that the shoes are not the same. But anyway, that is what the night economy is all about. It's about making money. So if you're strategic enough, put your things there, people will come, people will actually buy your stuff. And of course, you know, we like lifestyle, we love good things, we love music, Ugandans love music, so definitely the bars are high in every day operational from 7 till the next day. That is when bars are operation in Uganda. There is no time limit, there is no whatever, no. We are always active. We are like mosquitoes, like I said. But anyway, it has created job opportunities for most people. Those that work in bars, waitresses, those that vend, those that sell clothes. So if someone has their business, they feel like, oh, let me go and spread out my items so that probably people can come around and buy, because that is when people are getting off work, you know. And who knows, they have a little bit of money on them. So definitely, why not, pass by and buy a pair of shoe or a samosa or a kanyama. So definitely, it also plays an important role, social role, by providing people with places to relax, socialize, and enjoy themselves. Like I said, the bars, the lodges. Oh my goodness! You know, Uganda has a lot of happening places. Uganda is known for that. You know, trust me. If you've gone around East Africa, Uganda is a place for you to be. If you want enjoyment, oh my goodness, it's the place for you to be. Even in lockdown, where places were locked, people were telling you, we are going to enjoy. But anyway, that is how our economy is. And of course, if you want to do business, you know, at night you can walk away with an amount that you wouldn't walk away during the day, because people are busy there. But of course, away from providing job opportunities that generate revenue for their businesses, and of course government, and of course it contributes to the tourism sector. Why? Because people come and they want to know the happening places. Who would want to come in a country and just sit there? They want to know where are the good drinks, where is the good music, you know, want to test that food. I know for most people say street food is the best for them. So definitely that is where all the money goes. And of course, well, to me, night is the best. Like someone once sang, one of the artists here in Uganda, Bulamu Bwensi Bunyumachiro. That is it for our country, Uganda. And of course, not even Uganda, East Africa. Africans love the good things. They love nighttime. That is when, like, night owls. Someone will tell you that during the day, I'm busy, I'm tired. But when it clocks 10, trust me, they're all up there spending money, splashing money. And of course, the parties that we have when the summer come into the country, the spending, the white parties, they're everywhere. So definitely, when it comes to night economy, it is contributing something for the economy. And of course, right about now, I'm joined with Andrew Barije, and of course, we're going to be talking about still that night in economy. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Marcy. How are you? How is this morning? And how is everything?
The morning is good, actually.
Yeah.
It's a little bit calm. The weather is chill, which
very
is
chill
good.
And
Yeah. Do you know today is a Friday, and you know what Friday it is? What means by Friday for Uganda? It's happening time.
But I think it's not like how it used to be back in the time. I would still say that the COVID-19 impact has comes to, you know, the velocity at which activities really operate. Now, of course, as you look at the money economy, we see that cities across the world, the night economy, of course, the business operating, selling at night is one of the most, it's one of the most uncelebrated generating incomes and opportunities, particularly that is for small capital entrepreneurs. In Uganda, we've not yet really embraced it to the fullest, and most especially ever since the pandemic really came in. But I believe because one of the key drivers of that night economy is entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, where without entertainment, you can hardly really distribute anything. You know, you see that. So Because if you remember, one of the reasons as why it was really largely affected was because of the banning of the gatherings that were there. But you see, the amazing thing is that even when the restrictions were lifted up, you could still actually see that people were still having that mode of, people were so programmed to know that, hey, by 9 p.m. I must be home. Still, it really took time. Till now, though it's getting there, it's not at least, it's not like before. I mean, that period after the restrictions were actually pulled off a little bit, you know, and it is generating revenue for quite a number of people. Now, of course, if we take a look at the report here, among the 9 businesses that can be engaged include selling clothing, then there is processed and unprocessed foodstuffs, that is including bakery products, fruits, and other related merchandise, which require less capital, but can support small capital owners, that is 2 and 11. Yeah. Now, the evening or night economy describes the number of economic activities taking place, that is in the evening, after many people actually accomplish the daytime employment activities. And now we know that the night economy is a source of employment and additional revenue for local governments in particular. For example, the Kampala City Council is already here, and in the process it will boost local tourism due to the attractiveness it actually brings, you know, as a result of that. Now, of course, we know that Kampala, with a population of over 3.5 million people operating in the city center, that is including the neighboring villages, and this population is growing at a higher rate due to influx of people that is from the different corners of the country flocking the city in search for what we call the greener pastures. And the majority of the people actually who come to these clubs are associated to be unemployed.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Anyway, that could be a discussion privately. But then, of course, at the end of the day, it's the people. Actually, if you realize people who do those bars and those happening places, they are the rich, because they spend a lot.
Yeah.
They're the big spenders within. So those ones that those that are in school, campus and all that, But the big spenders are big spenders.
Big spenders are big spenders.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Talk about the businesses that are done alongside the roads, where people display the clothing, the shoes, street food. At that time of the night, people are actually exhausted, and someone is like, "No, let me just buy a stick of meat, and go have it." Or maybe those sausages they sell, or fries, So they're preferably that, instead of going to wait in a hotel, food may be delayed. So the night economy is actually improving in Uganda. It's only a percentage of it, maybe like concerts, and maybe bars. Yeah. Concerts and bars, those are the big ones. But the rest, coming up slowly by slowly. Yeah.
Very true. All right, I think now we can get to take a look at what's making headlines in the press. Well, as we kick start off here with the Daily Monitor, we can see something here on the top page to do with, of course, how to protect, that is your land from the grabbers. Yes, the grabbers in there. And also the fact that government plans pre-entry examinations, that is for medical interns. Yes, something out there to check out. And we see over 17 million workers have no social protection. That is, says NSSF. And of course in the job section here, I can see opportunities at Uganda National Oil Company, and of course we see Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority at the same time. Of course, the possible employment opportunities.
Well, in the new vision, NSSF IGG clears Byarugaba. Remember, he was the former director of NSSF, and he had some issues in there. But of course here, UNEB uncertain over senior 4 repeaters. And of course here, Museveni commissions a new Toro cement plant. Yeah, he was actually there yesterday commissioning the new vertical rolling mill plant in Tororo Cement Limited yesterday.
Okay. Now, of course, I'm seeing something here to do with about 5,700 actual award date claimants known on that is the compensation list. You can find that out when you grab yourself that copy of the Daily Monitor. I'm seeing quite a number of aspects here. Of course, there's something here to do with today in history. Weightlifter challenges journalists in tug of war. So you can find that out how really that went. The government introduced pre-entry. We saw that actually as we were starting off here with the Daily Monitor, and something here to do with ministry to roll out indoor spraying. That is at the Ministry of Health. And of course, we know this is related to the complications that can arise as a result of that. Okay, deep stuff here about protecting yourself from land grabbing. You can grab yourself a copy. You can see that, and further insight here of you can see Amuri had nominated for FDC. That is Najanan Kombito position. And IGG clears Biarugaba over 5 billion Ugandan shillings. That is a retiree's cash. Yeah.
Well, here Uganda gets first dollar trust, unit trust, and of course, Uganda's capital markets space has received the first ever dollar unit trust fund. The fund is geared towards diversifying and adding the quality of investment opportunities on the market by giving an alternative to the previous unit trust funds that have been operating in the local currency. Now, a unit trust is a collective investment scheme that pools contributions from investors who share a common investment objectives. Now, of course, the pooled funds are strategically invested in a diversified portfolio of financial securities, including equities, and those are shares, bonds, cash, bank deposits, and more. So that is it. And as they're getting their first dollar unit trust, and of course here, fancy lifestyle, increasing the spread of HIV, and of course, early pregnancies. So you have to be careful. So, we're talking about the night economy. There's a lot that comes with the night economy. A lot happens. So definitely you have to be careful, because I know once it's Friday night, everyone is hyped up for the weekend. But please drink responsibly, because the consequences are long term.
If you become a parent at an early age, because the money the income that you'd have used to develop yourself, you're going to spend it on the kids. And that is, if we have a big number of youths that are running into that particular line, it explains why the 70% population of youth, whom actually we think should be working so hard, but they have little to offer. Why? Responsibilities, giving birth early. So that is something also to consider. Now we see here something to do with how cervical cancer became a leading killer. And of course, experts advise women to undergo regular screenings. That is for cervical cancer, starting between age 25 and 30, and continuing every 3 to 5 years until around 65. So checkups are key. Health and wealth move hand in hand.
Yes, of course. Forensics analysts testifies in 22 billion shilling Absa Bank fraud case. So now in this report, a witness told court that $6 million, that is approximately 22.4 billion Ugandan shillings, was erroneously wired from Absa Bank Uganda to an account of one of its customers due to a system failures, and that part of it was withdrawn. Now, digital forensics analyst Julius Wakoli, who doubles as Assistant Superintendent of Police at Kivuli Best Criminal Investigation Directorate, told court that $6 million was wired to Ronald Jimmy Ajuk's account, and 219,931, that is 822.5 million, was withdrawn. Imagine you are there and money just gets into your account.
I understand.
Who would they take the chance, really?
Absolutely. And something here in the Daily Monitor to do with Uganda making strides in achieving the standard development goals, while of course presenting progress. That is the progress report in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. That is before Parliament in April 2023. Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister in charge of general duties, that is Justin Lumumba, said that Uganda has made progress in the attainment of the SDGs.
Well, here we're seeing a report. Anyway.
That is 20 minutes. And now, of course, we go to take a look at what is happening in the world of traffic. And the images we actually looking at there, you can see Port Bell Road, Ginger Road, and Nile Avenue in there. So, well, that is Wampel Avenue, Ginger Road, of the Airtel roundabout there. Of course, which links connects Ginger Road to Kampala Road and Port Bell Road to Ginger Road and Kampala Road. So you can see quite some heavy traffic there. Almost especially for the people coming in along Ginger Road, and you're coming into the city center. According to the look of things, it's about you're likely to spend about 5 to 6 minutes or 7 minutes. It could be quite longer. And it being a Friday, is when it's quite a day when majority of the people actually travel up country, and so many more. And when some people are going in for other places, happenings. So you can really see it's really representing the Friday mode from that perspective. Yeah, so many. That is public vehicles there, taxis, and I'm so certain that as you proceed still towards Ginger Road, connecting with Access Road, there is a traffic officer there in charge of all these vehicles that are coming in from these given destinations. Yes, as you can actually see. There are some people that are coming in. If you're coming in from the city center and you're probably heading to Port Bell Road, you're still likely to be affected because you have to find a way you can enter into that line. And there is that tricky junction, call it survival for the fittest. But anyway, there is some organization, the vehicles that are continuing from Ginger Road to Kampala City to really have a discipline to stop to let the vehicles coming in from Kampala proceed to Port Bell Road. The same applies to the Port Bell. Those are vehicles that are leaving Kampala and they're heading towards Port Bell. They need to have a stop at some point, and then they let the vehicles coming in from Ginger Road proceed to the city center. So you can really see the situation, how it is like there at the roundabout. So people, if you're coming in from Chitinta, Luzira, you will be patient a little bit. You will have to be patient a little bit. 5 to 7 minutes time when you could be held there. Like I told you, remember it's a Friday, and it's the majority of the people really travel out there. Well, it's exactly 24 minutes. That is past 7. And that is it for our traffic report for this particular hour. You can see people that are coming in from Ginger Road and heading towards city center. It's quite complex. Same applies to those that are coming in from Port Bell Road and heading to the city center. It's the same perspective. All these conversations on Smart Means Business are brought to you by Zabu. Well, that is a platform from Alltech East Africa. We just made your trading experience much more easy and very friendly. Now, for you to be a part of the markets there, you simply dial *292#, which is the USSD code that will avail with options where I'll be in position. That is to actually buy bonus securities for just 15,000 Ugandan shillings. Now at 8:15 exactly, that's when the markets are going to be opening up and run till 15 p.m. That is East African time. And this is effective Monday up to Friday, apart from the weekends and the public holidays when these markets are having a break, so you can access them. So today is the last day of the week for them to operate. So tomorrow, well, don't bother to check on Zabu. You shall be back again on Monday. That is, we'll be on the 25th. But anyway, on that note, Zabu boldly comes out and tells you, well, it's my money, it's my future. And Alltech East Africa too tells you that, well, you need to do something new for yourself. Remember, it is 2023. Yes, now we'll take a break, and of course, coming up shortly is Caribbean East Africa and the International Business Update.